regularly scheduled programming. That's the show, Paul. That's what we're here to watch. I'm here to watch my stories, Paul! Alright everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Christina, aka That Variety, and today we're here watching the Raw after WrestleMania. Oh my goodness. We have a lot to talk about, to say the least. I don't understand how, like, people can be remotely okay with, like, following people around and, like, just camping out at the hotels and everything, and just making everybody uncomfortable in general. As a woman, I know what it's like, unfortunately, to be followed, and, like, just people are just, you know, in your way. You know, they're kind of like when you're walking and stuff and they cut you off and stuff like that on purpose. I know what it's like to just deal with, like, just constant, like, catcalling and harassment and, like, unwarranted, like, just, like, touching and stuff like that, and it's just not a good time. It is not fun. And, like, again, it's one of those things where it's like, why is this okay? Why would you think that's remotely okay? We had the whole situation with Elena Black. We had, obviously, apparently, everybody camping out at the hotel that the wrestlers were staying at. We had the whole situation with the fan, if you can call them that, with CM Punk and AJ. I just, these are the people that try to ruin it for all of us. And again, like I always say at the end of the day, I want everybody to be happy, healthy, and safe, right? Because they're human beings at the end of the day. The people that we watch on our screens, you know, they've got friends, family, loved ones that they want to get back home to and stuff like that. And, like, they're human beings at the end of the day, and they just deserve to just, you know, go out and have a good time and just, like, be human beings. I don't know how else to word it. So just let everybody do their thing. If you want to meet people, go do the meet and greets if you can, but otherwise just, like, be decent human beings, be good noodles, as we always say around here. You know, again, treat people the way that you would want to be treated. I mean, we learned that in kindergarten. Apparently people did not remember that. I had to go off on that for a second because that just really bothered me. Again, like, as a woman, I know how uncomfortable that whole situation has to be, and I'm not even, like, remotely famous or anything like that, but it's like, I'm the type of person that will place themselves in their shoes and stuff, you know. And I just go off of my own experience and, you know, try to relate to that, I guess, a little bit. I don't know. But that's just gotta be horrible. But we've got the Raw after Mania. We've got Obafemi out here to kick things off. I know, a really weird sort of transition right there. But as per usual, grab your snacks, grab your choice of beverage, get comfy and cozy. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. Make sure that you're looking out for each other. And don't fall for a pyramid scheme. And don't be a freaking weirdo. So let's just jump right into it, people. Alrighty, lovely people. We've got Rhiyo versus the Kabuki Warriors. Of course, these two teams have been feuding for a little while. Rhea had that great match against Jade last night and won the women's championship. I'm wondering if this is, like, their way of having Rhea on both shows for a little bit. I'd be okay with that, to be honest, because I just really like her, and why would you not want Rhio on your screens, right? Like, they just add so much to everything that they're doing. Kairi and Asuka, I'm interested to see what's going to happen to them, because I feel like they're kind of at a breaking point. Like, again, we were thinking that this was going to end up as a WrestleMania match, at least, like, with, like, Kairi and Io and Asuka in some shape or form, right? We had Obafemi at the start of the show as well. Just, he made an entrance and basically said that he's here. So, again, the crowd is just so behind him. What? Have we been watching the same show? Because, like, Kairi's clearly intimidated by Asuka. Like, she's doing a lot of it mostly out of fear because she's afraid of Asuka. Okay, so we got Rhea Ripley now in the match against Asuka. Oh, Asuka just kicked Io. Asuka just kind of went right into the referee, or she kind of is, like, distracting him. There we go, because Kairi is trying to go after Rhea right there on the outside of the ring, like on the corner right there, in the ropes right there. Asuka got the tag into Kairi. Both Rhea and Io are on the outside of the ring. Kairi now. Oh, huge elbow to Rhea on the outside of the ring. Let's go, Kairi. She just, like, grabbed the camera and started shaking it. Oh, that was awesome. We appreciate you, Kairi. Oh, God. Okay, that was funny. So I forgot to unpause the recording, and yeah, that was awesome. That was an awesome little double team moment there that we just had. So basically, there was a double team moment there where, like, Rhea had Asuka, I believe, up for, like, a power bomb, and, like, Io was on the top turnbuckle, and Io was just like this to Asuka. That cracked me up. Nice double team there from Kairi and Asuka, going in with the knees. Io breaks things up there. All right, I think Io just took out Asuka for the time being, but Kairi's in the ring. Okay, well, that worked. Kairi just kind of, like, sent Io into the ropes there, and well, that incidentally put Io right in the crossfire there. So that happened. It was like Io just took out Asuka as a result. Riptide for Rhea. Here we go, Io. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, and Rhiyo with the win. You love to see it. But overall, I was like wondering if something was going to happen there at the very end after, and yeah, I guess we're going to keep this moving along a little bit longer. I thought it was a good start to the show. Again, I love Rhea, Io, Asuka, and Kairi, so I'll give all this a thumbs up. I enjoyed it, the crowd was into it, and it was a good match to kick things off. Although I do wonder when they're going to wrap things up with everybody involved. I don't know. Alrighty, we've got CM Punk out here after last night's just crazy main event. Kind of weird not seeing him with the title, because he was really holding down the fort there, especially like once things kind of kicked into gear at the start of the year. I realize that rhymed. We appreciate that. This has been a good start. Oh, this is so good. See, like Punk was talking about like loss and just the losses that he's went through and stuff like that, and that kind of tied into everything a little bit more. And Punk was just acknowledging, you know, the WWE family that we lost as well, that were behind the scenes, and everybody just stood up to just, you know, give a round of applause and everything. Punk, like, you went out guns blazing, and there's no other way around it. Yeah, I mean, that is a long list of people, and of course Larry. We lost Larry. We appreciate you, CM Punk. We appreciate you. Well, like, I mean, it also kind of works too, because I mean, like, we talk about this quite a bit too, where we watch, you know, everybody on the show on a weekly basis, and Lord knows we've all went through a lot of things in our own lives, and this is our way of just, you know, kind of giving ourselves something to look forward to, you know, and we connect and resonate with a lot of different people. They help us get through stuff, and, you know, the other way around now too, you know. Punk's just looking great too. I don't think we've talked about that enough. He's just looking great too. Vegas is over the yeeting. Punk brought up how this could have been Jey Uso with the title instead, and he's like, oh, don't boo that, like, we like the yeeting in Vegas, and like, this crowd's over it. Yeah, you can't disagree with this. You never know when a championship opportunity is going to fall out of the sky, and Cody's coming out now. Well played. See, even Punk had a little laugh about that. Well, yeah, because remember, like, how they were talking about it on SmackDown, right? Like, you know, their championship, you know, moment at the end of SmackDown or whatever, right? And, well, Cody walked out with his title. Oh, my Lord, Cody's eye! Oh, my God, I hope Cody's okay. So Cody's got his title. Punk doesn't have a title anymore, so I don't know. I literally hope that Cody's okay, because that was something at the end of that match there. Which, like, again, I felt bad for Cody and Randy in that main event, because, like, that was just not it. And, like, that build-up, like, I don't know how they ruined it, but they ruined it. I just wanted Randy to win this thing, because I think Cody just needs a little bit of a break away from the title for a little while. At least it's how I see it anyway. And I like Cody. We like Cody in this household. I want to make that clear. You can cheer for your favorites and have your favorites and still want a different direction for them. Lord knows we know about that around here. The internet's gonna have a field day with that screenshot, I'm sure. When, like, Punk kind of tilted, like, Cody's chin up a little bit to kind of see the damage to the eye. Oh, man, now they're booing Cody a little bit. But they were, like, at least doing the entrance, I think, a little bit more. But I think they're kind of booing him, too. What was that? What was that, Punk? He's like, I was gonna freak out. What was that? Where are we going with this? I would agree. Cody's right. We need to give Punk his flowers for that match. And Roman too, because it takes two to tango, right? Wait, did Cody just say that he's not sure what he's supposed to do? I don't know what we're supposed to do either, Cody. I'm just here on my couch. He's a tattoo of marshmallow on a stick. That's right. Let's give Randy his flowers, too. His sweet pepper necklace. What? Punk is just cracking me up here. Jesus. So Cody won, but, like, again, remember how he got the punt after the match, right? From Randy? And then Punk lost the match, but, like, him and Roman had, like, match of the weekend by far, right? So, like, he walked out a winner, ultimately. He's looking at that title. I mean, they hinted at it, right? And listen to that. The people are applauding all this. Cody said, just say when. I would like to see this match. A very interesting situation here. Again, Punk's like, you know, feeling like the winner, and Cody won, but he's feeling like the loser. So, and I think that makes sense to a certain degree, again, given how both of those matches ended at WrestleMania, right? But yeah, I'll give this a thumbs up, mostly because Punk was cracking me up half the time. There was a lot of truth to what he was saying, right? Like, you know, he's been through a lot. And, you know, like, at the end of the day, like we always say, like, everybody's, you know, a human being at the end of the day. Again, treat people the way that you would want to be treated, right? And, you know, like I would think that, like, what Pug said, you know, like, yeah, this helped me get through my grief. And, you know, we as the fans, we also go through things too, you know, like, and watching the show is watching our favorites every single week. It gives us something to look forward to and just kind of pushes us forward a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to give all this a thumbs up. Again, like, I felt like this was an interesting contrast with, like, you know, what we had on Friday as well. And we're keeping the door open for Cody versus Punk. Again, I had a good time watching this, and the people were super into it too. Alrighty, everybody, we've got a Monday Night Raw debut with Ethan Page. Ego. So he's officially on Monday Night Raw now. We've got Ethan Page versus Javon Evans. These two know each other very well, as they just established on commentary, and we've seen them on NXT together over time and that sort of thing as well. But this is awesome, right? The referees telling Javon to back up. Oh, there's Ethan Page with the sneaky pun. Dude, that moment with Javon and Rusev last night, that whole ladder match was insane. But this will be interesting. I want to see what happens with Ethan Page. Like, it seems like they're going to kind of put him in this, like, Intercontinental Championship mix, maybe. I don't know. But that could be interesting. Yeah, but he's also got one of the best entrance themes. What is with, like, these WWE shows starting at, like, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time now? Anyway, we've got Ethan Page. He's slowed down the pace here against Javon Evans. Well, he's enjoying wearing down Javon Evans, but probably enjoying his Monday Night Raw debut the night after WrestleMania. Rey Mysterio found the fountain of youth once again. Oh my god. Michael Cole, he saw the post of, like, you know, all these people are retired, and then there's Rey Mysterio just, like, going through the ladder from last night. That cracked me up. I'm like, that sounds right. We appreciate you, Javon. He's like, we outside! And then he just jumped to the outside of the ring. I mean, we're literally outside the ring, technically, right? We're technically outside. Oh, well, Javon just went right back to the outside of the ring again as we got back from the break. Huge springboard right there from Javon. Ethan Page kicked out. I don't know how he's moving like that either, Michael Cole. I truly don't, because that ladder match again, it was insane. Oh, I thought that was it there. Oh, huge kick from Javon there. Oh, missed the moonsault right there. Oh! Ethan Page was trying to get Javon into the post there, but Javon countered that. Is Javon gonna do what I think he's gonna do? Oh, just kidding, Rusev is there. Well, he just went after Rusev, so I think that might cost him, right? There we go. Yeah, that's it. I think Javon's out, friends. There we go. Ethan Page wins his debut here on Monday Night Raw. You'll love to see it. Oh, and now we've got Rusev in here. He's like, I'm gonna let him just take care of Javon now. I mean, listen, if I saw Rusev bolting into the ring, I would do the same thing as Ethan Page is doing, just like, I'm out of here. I'm just gonna see what happens. Well, that makes sense because I think, like, Javon wanted a one-on-one match with Penta, right? So they're on good terms. Well, like, didn't Rusev just, like, destroy everybody last week? I think Rusev might be onto something here. Oh, now Ethan Page is going after Penta. Okay. I would not want to mess with Rusev, Ethan. Rusev looks like he's going to try to destroy Ethan Page now, just from that look. There we go. Okay, just, yep, I'm staying away from this. See, Ethan Page has the right idea. He just, like, swooped in, knocked off Penta off the top rope, and then just was like, yep, I'm out of here. I'm gonna let this dude just destroy everybody. I applaud the destruction. He's literally applauding. We've got people booing, but I think I heard some Rusev Day chants too mixed in, so we'll have to see what happens. But that title actually looks really good on Rusev. I kind of want him with this IC title now. I like Penta and everything, but I would like to see Rusev with this IC title. But this is interesting. We have Ethan Page in the mix with the IC title, seemingly enough, so I think that's a pretty good spot for him to be at on Monday Night Raw. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, the IC title picture is getting pretty stacked if it hasn't been already. So on that note, I'm going to give all this a thumbs up. Ethan Page crushed it. Javon's always fun to watch. We continue things with Rusev in the mix and Penta. So I'm happy to see where everything's going over here. And Ethan Page debuted. So, I mean, and he won his big debut match. So I'm giving that a thumbs up. Alrighty. Apparently we're shouting. Liv Morgan's out here with the title. I love how Raquel was counting in the background, like how long Liv could hold it for. At this rate, I just want the girls to take over, you know? All right, who are we thinking, Liv? Okay. Liv appreciated the family there. I still feel bad for Liv and Stephanie. It feels like they should have had more time on that match. But then again, like half the show could have used a little bit more time. And again, not much more time, but a little bit more. That's right, Liv. You tell him, Liv. See, like Liv can go. Like, again, she was improving so much there for a while. And like, it's really paid off. And, you know, she's just fantastic. She can go in the ring. She can. Thought I was messy and trouble before. Oh, snap. I mean, this whole Judgment Day situation's been messy, but we're not ready to have that conversation. But Sol Ruca's out here. This is interesting. I still don't know how we got to a point where Sol Ruca just didn't have the NXT Women's Championship, because I felt like that could have been next for her, possibly. I don't know. Oh, hey, Sol. Hey, Liv. And, you know, this little bit of a full circle moment. These two were the final two in the Women's Royal Rumble, or at least I think that they were in the final three because Tiffany was in the final three with them, at least. Okay, but like she has like a full year to get to WrestleMania, Liv. Calm down. Oh snap, here we go. Liv was like, she's like, fine, I'll throw the microphone too. Adam Pearce, you don't keep this show under control half the time. Let's be real here. Yes, we do want to see a fight. It's a wrestling show. We got Jessica Carr. Oh my god, okay, so this match is happening. Okay, well, I mean, I guess we're celebrating with a match and another debut, and you love to see it. As we go to another commercial break. But hey, we'll take this as a win. Liv does deserve this title, and I want to see where things go from here, and hopefully the Judgment Day implodes. I don't know, I feel like we're due for another breakup at some point, but at least Finn's out of the group, thank freaking goodness. I thought we were going to address what happened at WrestleMania, though. Liv won her match, and Dom and JD didn't win their matches. Either way, we've got Sol Ruca, we've got Liv Morgan. I'll give all this a big old thumbs up. Alrighty, people. Well, they just announced that Sol Ruca is officially on Monday Night Raw, so she is officially called up, so very exciting. We've got Sol and Ethan Page on the Monday Night Raw roster. Pretty solid additions. Is SmackDown ever going to get any help on that roster, though? They've had a roster problem for literally, like, what, almost a year and a half now, because we were complaining about that, like, last January, like back when we were still doing the SmackDown reaction. It's a 3-hour show. This is like 2.5 hours. Well, that would make sense, because like if Sol beats the champion, I would think that that would earn them a championship opportunity, right? Like that's kind of how it works. If you beat the champion, you should get a title opportunity. I was about to say, I feel like Sol still has like one more match on NXT, and I'm gonna assume that Zarya is gonna pick up the win, right? Just by default now, because they announced that Sol's on Monday Night Raw now. I'm so excited to watch NXT tomorrow night. It's like, Christina, you're watching Monday Night Raw. Not NXT. All right, Liv's on the offense here. This was a match I didn't realize I needed until we got it. I don't know if we've seen this yet, but I would actually like to see Sol Ruca versus Io Sky. That would be fantastic. All right, Liv slowing down the pace. Dude, Liv's hair is just great. Like, I don't know how else to word it. Like, I am just in awe of Liv Morgan's hair right now. Oh, there we go, Sol. There we go. Get the offense in. Turn things around. There we go. Nice moonsault to the outside of the ring from Sol. And listen to the crowd, too. Listen to the crowd reaction, too. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Liv's face. Liv's face right there at the very end. She was like, I can't do it justice. That reaction from Liv was perfect. Again, we don't deserve you, Liv. Anyway, we're back from the break. Oh my God, listen, I'm here to have a laugh on my couch and probably be halfway to Lulu because, I don't know, this is the third night in a row that we're on the couch with the reactions. Hey, I've been on top of it this year. I'm proud of that. God, Sol was just going after Liv there, my God. But Liv is hanging in there too. I'm glad they're giving these two some time here, my God. All I can think about now is like we're giving the women more time on these matches for Monday Night Raw than we gave them for WrestleMania, and I have a problem with that. Shouldn't we give everybody just more time at WrestleMania in general? That'd be great. Oh, but we're right by the rope, we're right by the rope. I was a little bit worried about the Judgment Day shenanigans, possibly, because they're all outside the ring pretty much. Dude, I don't know how she just did that. What was that counter? Oh my God, Snow, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, Soul Snatcher. Oh, but Liv's going to the ropes. Oh, Liv got outside the ring. Oh, Soul hit the Soul Snatcher on Liv, and Liv got outside the ring. Oh, Soul just took care of Raquel and Roxanne right there too. Oh man, listen to that reaction. Oh, they didn't censor the closed caption there or the audio. Oh, there's Zarya. You know, I was wondering because again they have that match tomorrow night, Last Woman Standing. Liv's like, come on, count faster, get the count going. Oh, but Raquel's getting back up, I think. Soul is too. Oh, Soul got back inside the ring. Oh, yep. There's Oblivion now. I think that is it for Sol. But what a showing for Sol Ruca, and why was this match longer than Liv's WrestleMania match? I have questions, but nonetheless, I enjoyed this matchup. Also good to see Zarya as well, and we continued things with Zarya and Sol ahead of Last Woman Standing. And of course, Sol just knocked it out of the park, and the crowd got super behind her as the match went on too. So I'm giving all this a thumbs up. I really enjoyed it, and it was a match that I didn't know that I needed until I got it, and I want this match again. Alrighty, people, we've got our favorite group out here, the Visionless Vision. Paul's been going through it. Paul Heyman's literally contrasting to CM Punk here. Is Paul okay? So wait a second, y'all were okay with Punk, like, giving the production crew their flowers, and now you're applauding Paul for, like, going off on them? Like, I understand where he was going with it. This was kind of his little spin on everything that happened, and, like, Brock presumably retiring and everything. But, like, what? We're focused on the intro. Like, what? Okay, let's go back to the now. That was something. They are? They just won the titles. Like, what are we talking about, Paul? What resurgence? They just won the tag team titles like 2 weeks ago. Regularly scheduled programming, that's the show, Paul. That's what we're here to watch. I'm here to watch my stories, Paul! No, I don't want a personal message from Logan Paul. I mean, props to him, though. He's already kind of like showing up more often with this title than when he was US champion. We have a whole video recapping that whole situation. That was a mess. Yeah, your team lost on Saturday, by the way. I'm just saying, just as a reminder. No, Speed understood the assignment. But remember, like, Speed was cursed there, right? Like, Speed was cursed by Danhausen. That's how we got into this whole situation with I Show Speed. He's sick of these YouTubers, sir! Sit down! He's sick of these YouTubers, these streamers thinking they can just come into wrestling. What? Sir, you are the outsider. You were the YouTuber and streamer that became, I guess, a full-time wrestler, and you have a podcast with WWE now. Oh my god. What? Retaining? You two haven't defended your titles yet. That wasn't even for the tag team titles on Saturday. It was a 6-man tag team match. Like, I don't think we can defend tag team titles meant for 2 people in a 6-man tag match, right? Right? Unless if there's like 3 teams, right? Okay, are we gonna pivot back? Because you technically owe him, Paul. Oh, Paul mentioned it. So that's on the table. Beautiful. Anytime you're ready, I'm willing to repay. We gotta keep that in mind in the lore. Alrighty, Braun Breaker's about to come out here. Let's go! I don't know how we would get to it, but I would like to see Braun Breaker and Obafemi. That'd be something else. Dude, Braun looks great. Dude! Yes, I did in fact take y'all to my kitchen because I needed to stretch. We've been on this couch for hours this weekend. I've gotten some fresh air and walks in, don't you worry. Wait, you and Seth were together in the Vision for a while because they literally established that the Vision was Seth's vision. Then y'all kicked him out, and then you all took over. And they're singing his song. Okay, well, I guess Seth's here because Braun Breaker was going on about how he was going to go after Seth every single day, no matter where he was. I'm just concerned at this point. Well, listen, Seth had the right idea. He brought a chair in. Well, I wonder who's going to help out Seth in this whole situation. I'm going to guess the Usos, but like then again, Seth, I don't know, just with the Vision and that whole situation. Okay! It's been a minute since we've seen the Street Profits, so I'm happy they're back on our screens. Good lord, are we just not going to have anybody over on SmackDown at this point? I mean, listen, the Usos and LA Knight seem to be away from the Vision for the foreseeable future, and I'm happy for all 3 of them if that's the case, because they needed a break. All 3 of them needed a break. They really did. Get them onto just different things at this point. There we go. I always have fun watching the Street Profits. They're just great. All right, we're fighting in the crowd now. See, they relocated, I relocated. Well, speaking of Pauls, where did the other Paul go? Like, where's Paul Heyman at? Did he just skedaddle out of there? Okay, he's in the corner. I was like, where did he go then? Since everybody's fighting everywhere. I swear that the front row of green shirts it's sending me. Sending me. I'm gonna assume this is what we're gonna get at Backlash, right? Probably 2 separate matches, or we're gonna have another 6-man tag team situation. I don't know. But I mean, like, they have like 3 big shows next month. They've got Clash in Italy at the end of May. They've got WrestleMania Backlash, and then they've got Saturday Night's Main Event. So like, how are we gonna pace this out here? Oh my god. Oh, Bron bleeding? He's like bleeding on the side of his head there. I don't know, but Bron's looking great. Yeah, I think that's an understatement, to say the least. I think he might have Seth here. Yeah, that's it. Well, Bron Breakker just destroyed Seth Rollins. We don't know where Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and the Street Profits went. They're in the crowd somewhere fighting each other, or even backstage at this point. I don't know, but either way, thankfully, it appears to be that we have finally gotten the Usos and LA Knight away from this whole Visionless Vision situation. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that, but great to see the Street Profits back. Paul Heyman just continues to go off the rails. I don't know how else to really word it. And we'll just have to see what happens moving forward. But yeah, great to see the Street Profits. I really enjoy this whole situation. Logan Paul has gone off the rails pretty much. I don't know how else to word it. Austin Theory's understanding his assignment. And again, I don't know where all this is going to go, but we got some new matches, which I'm okay with. And all of this made sense to me. Although I would like to kind of, well, I mean, it makes sense if the Street Profits are going to go after the tag team titles, like right out of the gate, you know, sending a statement and all that. That makes sense, I guess, but we'll have to see what happens moving forward. Alrighty, people, the bell has rung. We've got JD versus Finn, and they kind of fought in the crowd a little bit before the match technically started, so that is all happening. We finally have Finn Balor in the solo arc at this point, which is great. We have fresh people in, mixing it up with the Visionless Vision. We've got Finn Balor on his own. We've had some NXT call-ups. We've had Obafemi on this evening, so we are doing really well. Uh-oh, Finn's got JD set up. Okay, what's happening here? Oh, miss the coup de grace. Of course, these two have plenty of history, not even Judgment Day history, but like way before that, because JD learned from Finn Balor. So, I guess, okay, we're going to the break? Seriously? Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, we had that fight that broke out before the match, so there's that. Alrighty, people, we're back from the break, and I think JD's in firm control here. Oh, Finn's mouth is busted open. Oh boy. Well, it's mentor and mentee, and presumably friends too, right? But both can be the thing. Both can be a thing. Finn's back to being Finn. Just nature is healing. Here we go. Oh, JD saw that drop kick going. I'm glad that we're also giving this match a little bit of time, though, because again, these two have a lot of history, to say the least. And JD's also good in the ring too. So, I mean, that has to be a good showcase, right? I mean, it's the Raw after Mania. Oh, Finn with the feet up. Let's go, Finn. Let's go, Finn. God, just listen to this crowd, though. They're just so excited for Finn, to have Finn back. And I love this. I love this so much. I love this so much. Finn with the win 2 nights in a row on his own. Oh, we are so back. Listen, I've only wanted this for like at least 2 years at this point. Oh, Dom, you have to ruin everything. Dude, that's right, Michael Cole. You call him a sore loser, because Dom lost last night. To the Demon, technically. Not Finn Balor, the Demon. Maybe that's how they're gonna, that's what I called it. I'm like, this is how they're gonna circle back to this, right? Come on, Finn, you got this. He's taking care of Dom, too. Oh, JD got Dom out of the way. I'm guessing we're gonna get this at WrestleMania Backlash, right? Finn Balor versus Dom. Not the Demon, Finn Balor. That's what's gonna happen, right? But either way, I wish this would have went on just a little bit longer, but again, like half this match took place during the break, so there's that to kind of factor into the equation, but I still enjoyed the match for what it was, and these two had a fight before the actual match itself. So I guess we're going to keep things moving here too. But Finn got the win 2 nights in a row, so I will give this a thumbs up. Alrighty, everyone, we got Roman Reigns out here, and the Usos are out here as well, and it appears to be we've got some people going after this title, which is very exciting. We had an interesting situation backstage, but we'll talk about that a little bit. Well, let's talk about the future. Okay, we're talking about family business. Are we going to finally call out like how very different Jay and Jimmy have been in this whole situation? I mean, I kind of did miss this, to be honest. Oh, he missed having their trust. Jay's like, what are you talking about? What was really funny, I saw the little like gif or the clip that like Jay was just carrying around the big bag of popcorn. Like that's what Jay's been up to. I'm like, same. I would be the exact same person. I love popcorn. I mean, Roman might be onto something, but then again, he's getting very much back into tribal chief Roman Reigns mode. Oh no. Yeah, but you also had all these other people. You had the Wise Man, you had Sammy, you had Solo, like, you had all these different characters along the way and stand with Roman. So after all of this, after these two have been on their side quests and like everything, especially Jay. Jay was like the main, we call the main event, main character Jey Uso at one point. Because he was just going and doing his own thing. And now we're trying to like, just make up for funsies, right? I don't trust this whole situation. Jimmy just tossed his mic, Jay tossed his mic. Oh! Are we gonna have anybody left on SmackDown at this rate? I don't know if we will or not. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Jacob and Roman, give me this, please. Please and thank you. See, like, he was in the whole thing too, right? But, like, he was technically with Solo, like, when Solo was, like, basically doing Bloodline 2.0, essentially, right? Or 3.0, rather. We kind of figured out that, like, Roman had the original Bloodline, and then once we started adding in, like, Solo and Sammy into the mix, like, that was 2.0, and then Solo took over, and it was effectively 3.0 onward, I think. I think that was the timing that we landed on, essentially. I would like to see this. Because, like, Jacob came in, like, 2 years ago, I think now, and he's been just on his own for a while, and he had that great match with Drew, so, and Drew's the former champion on SmackDown, so this would make sense. Plus, again, bloodline, and he's technically like a part of the family, part of the bloodline situation. Get him, Jacob. There you go. Come on, Jacob. Let's go. He's not having any of it with Roman. Yes! Let's go. Give me the match, please. Look at Jay in the background. He's like, all right. He wants to see this match too. Oh, he needs everything that the tribal chief has. Let's go. All right, Jacob, just for that alone. That was fantastic. Ooh, Jacob versus Oba. That would be another good match too, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, we're not doing this again where we have to acknowledge Roman all the time. Listen, we got a fresh match over here. I'm cool with it. And like, here's the thing. Even if Jacob loses, like, he's gonna lose to Roman technically. So, I mean, so it's not like he's losing to just anybody, right? Like, he's in the main event picture. This could actually help him out a little bit, I suspect, too, right? Just to kind of give him that, like, nudge up to the next level, essentially. I don't know. But this could get interesting. I want to see where things go. So I'm assuming we're going to get this at Backlash, presumably. I mean, this was pretty solid. I did not expect Jacob to come out here tonight and confront Roman like that, and just all the passion that he had there. I absolutely loved it. And again, it's fresh and interesting, but like Jay and Jimmy just being out there after everything, I'm like, I'm very suspicious about this whole entire situation. Because you can't trust anything that's going on in the whole bloodline situation. You simply can't. But is this the return of bloodline shenanigans? I don't know. But I hope so. Because we need our bloodline shenanigans back in some shape or form. Either way, I'm going to give all this a big old thumbs up. Mostly because, like, again, I want to see this match with Roman and Jacob. This is one of the matches I've been wanting to see for a little while. I don't think it needed a title, but I think, like, again, this is kind of a good situation for a first title defense for Roman. Because I feel like he's going to hold on to this thing until at least SummerSlam, if I had to take a guess. Either way, this could get a little interesting. It's fresh. Jacob's going to be right up there in the main event scene pretty comfortably moving forward. He was for a little bit because he was feuding with Drew for a while, and Drew's the former champion on SmackDown, but this kind of gets him up to that next level a little bit. So we've kind of got our main people floating around for titles now. And we'll talk about this in a moment, but because of everything, and mostly for Jacob, to be honest, I'm going to give all this a thumbs up. Alrighty, friends, I'm going to go ahead and give this week's episode a big old thumbs up. I thought overall we were moving in the right direction for Raw after WrestleMania, because usually these have been more like misses than hits, and I felt like this one was a pretty good show overall. We got some new people on the roster with Page and Sol Ruca. We've got people established in the title pictures, which is great, right? So, like I was about to say beforehand, we had some interesting developments, of course. Gunther and the whole Paul Heyman favor situation. I guess we're going to see how that unfolds over time. But we did have another interesting interaction backstage. We had Gunther and LA Knight kind of having a little moment there. I know that they were in the finals of the Last Time Is Now tournament back in December. And they also had a little bit of a mini feud in NXT as well. So if we get a little bit of a feud between those two, I am okay with that. Because again, it's something fresh and different for both of them. It gives them something to do, and we are finally out of the Visionless vortex. Thank goodness. We had some really solid matches. I enjoyed the tag team match at the start of the show with Rhiyo and the Kabuki Warriors. They've got to end that feud at some point. I'm assuming they might be like kind of using these May shows to kind of wrap things up, essentially, right? And then, of course, we had all the Visionless Vision shenanigans, but we had the Street Profits returning. I liked everything that was going on in the match with Sol Ruca and Liv Morgan. I thought they had a great match overall. And they also continued things with Sol and Zarya, because again, they're having that last woman standing match coming up, and that'll be good too. Either way around, I thought this was a pretty solid episode overall. Obafemi just crushed it. I don't know how else to word it, because again, he didn't need to say too much, and he didn't. Just establishing that he has arrived, and it was everything that needed to be. see Cody and Punk, and that whole situation was interesting too. So lots of little interesting things on the show this week, which I really enjoyed. And I want to see what happens moving forward. I'm looking forward to next week. Next week we've got Joe Hendry with a live concert, which feels kind of fitting because next week here on the reactions we will actually be celebrating my birthday a little early, and I turn 30 in a couple weeks, and I will not be here that following week for Backlash or any of the shows that week. Just taking time off for the birthday and that sort of thing. So as always, thank you all so much for tuning in. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, do a lot of fun stuff here on the channel. Let me know what you thought about the Raw after WrestleMania down in the comments down below, and I will see you all in the next one.